In the early 16th century, European explorers began to set their sights on the New World. Among them was Sir Walter Raleigh's ill-fated attempt at establishing a settlement on Roanoke Island in present-day North Carolina. This is a story of ambition, colonization, and one of America's most enduring unsolved mysteries, the disappearance of over 100 English settlers in 1587. Led by Governor John White, they arrived with dreams of trade, exploration, and perhaps even finding the mythical island of gold mentioned in ancient stories. As we'll explore in this documentary, their story has captivated historians for centuries, leaving us with more questions than answers about what drove these early settlers to leave behind all that was familiar. On July 22, 1587, John White set sail from England bound for Roanoke Island with a ship full of eager colonists and provisions to sustain them through their first year on the New World. Little did he know his return 3 years later would find him facing one of the greatest enigmas in American history. When the Spanish Armada arrived in 1585, they discovered only a single word carved into a tree, croton, an indigenous name for the local Algonquian-speaking people, but a cryptic message that has haunted scholars ever since. Did this signal the end of their English lives? Was it an invitation to blend with Native American tribes or simply a desperate attempt at communication? Archaeologists have uncovered remains of structures they believe date back to White's era but were likely occupied by previous settlements. This is only one piece in a complex puzzle that also involves tales of disease, conflict, and shifting alliances between English settlers and the island's native inhabitants. Join me on this journey into the uncharted world of 16th-century American history as we delve deeper into the unsolved mystery of Roanoke Island. The disappearance leaves many questions about human motivations, the drive for survival, and the often deadly tensions that arose between European colonizers and Native Americans who'd inhabited these lands for thousands of years. What drove these early settlers to leave behind everything they knew? Were there conflicts with local populations that we'll never fully grasp due to lack of documentation? As this narrative progresses, I want you to imagine the Roanoke colony at its height, teeming with life and hope, families building homes together under White's vision for an English foothold on these New World shores. What we see now is only remnants of that era, leaving it up to historians' interpretations of historical records and our imagination to recreate the past, much like how archaeologists meticulously piece together fragmented artifacts to recreate lives and times. Roanoke Colony was established by John White as part of a larger plan by Sir Walter Raleigh for English expansion into North America. With its strategic location in Albemarle Sound near what is now Outer Banks, the island was envisioned as a potential hub for trade, exploration, and perhaps even naval power to rival Spanish dominance in these new territories. As settlers settled onto Roanoke's sandy beaches, we're looking at people leaving behind everything they knew, their homeland, families, friends, an entire life system back in England, taking on the great unknown as pioneers often did but with much less information and resources. This was not just about securing riches, it was about planting seeds for a new kind of society where English culture could flourish under untamed American skies. Today we understand many factors influenced such settlement success or failure, including resource scarcity, geographic location, conflicts with native populations, environmental conditions like harsh winters and disease outbreaks, all critical components in our analysis, but the mystery remains, unsolved even after centuries of investigation. Let us follow these people as they embarked upon their great adventure. The stories that unfold reveal a rich tapestry of ambition, survival, and sacrifice. On the frontiers of human exploration, they faced unrelenting challenges, from tropical diseases and hurricanes to rivalries between European powers seeking control over these new territories. Yet in the face of adversity, resilience, and resourcefulness kept them going as long as their hopes for an English haven in America held strong. For the Roanoke colonists, those final 3 years were a whirlwind of trial and triumph, often precariously balancing on the thin line between success and catastrophe, culminating in the unexplained disappearance that left behind more questions than answers. As our journey comes full circle, we leave with the haunting thought of how such tragedies reflect human nature's propensity for both unity and destruction in face of uncertainty, lessons echoing through history right up to modern times.